and welcome to another episode of Pivy Does It All. Today, I'm going to be talking about vlogs and if you guys would be interested in seeing a little bit more of my life outside of crafting. So that's why this is called Do You Like Vlogs? Because I feel like some people they vlog and it's really interesting, and other people their vlogs bore me to tears. So, and I'm not thinking of anyone like in particular, but I just wanted to know what we thought about vlogs and if we like them or not. I am working on finishing up this hat by sewing in the ends. I started another blue hat by Bag a Day. So I'm excited to enter that in the bot along. So how's everyone doing today? Are we having a good time? Are we living our full fantasy?
Are you excited to watch Drag Race?
I am excited to watch Drag Race. I must watch it. I don't have a choice. Oh, do you guys want to see my face? It's pretty bad, right? It's worse near my lip.
Who are you hoping to look like after this?
I'm hoping to look like Jason Momoa. Hey, Sam. Do you have any new gloves? Not you. I'm chilling and relaxing with gloves on before I go to bed. That's awesome. Hey, Ezra. Hey, Michelle. No new gloves for me. I thought you were yelling at me. I don't know where my gloves are, so I'm gonna have to get some, Sam. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Froggy. I have to write my reports in caps. Oh, I didn't know that. That makes a lot more sense why you've been like, Ezra! I just thought you were yelling at me.
Alright, brace yourself to be about to make the ice maker.
Okay, we're about to hear some ice, baby. Yeah, I made that joke. Michelle, look at my.
every time you like sing and reference a song.
Yeah, definitely. I always like gloves and I like talk about gloves. If people like gloves as well, I like to see people in gloves as well. That's so great, Sam. Yeah, I totally understand when you have a passion for something. For me, it's crafts and cats. Like cats. It's confusing. Appraisals are not done conventionally and CMAs are not. Interesting. Well, I learn something new every time I talk to you, so thank you for being here and sharing your infinite wisdom. Jean-Luc was scared, keep antibiotic on it. I went to I was gonna go to my primary care just to make sure that I um, had everything that I needed and um, was doing okay, didn't need any stitches or anything like that, didn't need to be glued back together or whatever. I didn't think I needed to. It felt like it would be pretty superficial, which it was. But then I ended up going to urgent care because my primary care wasn't there today. Blah 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 blah. And and went to urgent care. They gave me some couple packets of the good stuff, the good antibiotic ointment. So I have some good stuff on it, and they cleaned me up and made sure I was nice and sterilized. So I keep on touching it though, which is so hard not to touch because it itches, it's tingly around it. Um, so I had to get a tetanus shot. My last tetanus shot was more than 5 years ago, so they wanted me to get another tetanus shot, so I got one. I don't honestly don't feel anything, which is great. Um, Luckily, I tolerate shots pretty well usually, so it's been fine thus far. I am drinking a vodka diet tonic with lime. I feel like you guys would like this. It says, "Dear Math, grow up and solve your own problems."
Did my mom give you that?
Yes, Mel's mom gave me that. So, yeah, so I was talking about this earlier in the video, and I was gonna make a vlog today about different points in the day of me getting scratched and me going to the doctor and stuff like that. And then I was like, do people like vlogs? Like, do people watch them? I know some people are like a lot more interesting than I am, but I felt like I had a pretty interesting day. So I don't know. Would you guys watch vlogs if I posted them? I would obviously, pre-record them and edit them. They wouldn't be all lives like I mostly do now. Um, so
Would vlogs be kind of my vlogs kind of thing?
yeah.
I think if you're doing like lots of lives, you get plenty of life updates. So vlog might be kind of redundant.
Hmm.
But
Yeah. But I could reference back to the vlog, get the circular views. I watch them all the time. I like vlogs. I watch some now. Okay, cool. Um, Well, that's good to know. Maybe I will chronicle my facial journey um, regarding my cat scratch and no singing cat scratch fever. It's not allowed because I did have cat scratch fever and it is a real thing and it's not funny. So none of that, okay? I know by me saying it, it's gonna be stuck in your head, but it's not allowed. Froggy says, "Hey, marvelous Mel." It was in my head, lol. Froggy. Of course it was. Of course it was. So yeah, I'm just sewing up this hat for Hat Not Hate. Um, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they stopped collecting for this year at the end of the month, right? Or the first day of next month, which is August. August 1st, right? Is that how it works? This is my first year doing it, so don't really know how it's done. I think my hat turned out pretty well. Got some little clusters, front post double crochet, back loop only, some double crochet. Turned in September 13th now. Wow, they pushed it back? Oh, that's great. That's great. I feel so happy now that I can push, now that I can get more hats done. Although I was hoping to use all of September to do my bod along, but I'll do both at the same time. I'm doing hats that are bod. That's Riker, not me, in case you were curious. Now I have cat scratch fever stuck in my head. Damn it. So they have to be in by the 13th or mailed off by the 13th. We made today. Oh, okay. So I'm not like super behind on the time. September 13th. Yes, in by the 13th. Okay. I might send 2 packages in, and then if I'm still doing hats by then, just to make sure they get in. Michelle, you're easy. Although I'd much rather have raspberry beret stuck in my head than cat scratch fever. Hey Crystal, how are you? Sorry, my camera keeps on like slowly turning. It's got a mind of its own. Now I have like a mixture of the two. Like it's like cat scratch fever, and then it's like the kind you buy at a secondhand store. So I have both stuck in my head. Thank you, Michelle. For those of you playing the Ezra drinking game for every song reference, you're probably already drunk. Now Michelle is singing to me. You just have to find an equally stuck song, easily earwormy song to sing back. That's the answer. I don't know what that is. What song that is. So Crystal, you want to see my face? I didn't show it on Dana's chat because I didn't want to commandeer. If I'm doing training tonight. I'm sorry that the shot is taking you down. At least I'm not singing Old Town Road. I actually managed to avoid that song for so long that it doesn't bother me. So now, if you were gonna sing "Call Me by Your Name," I would be perfectly okay with that because that is my jam. It's like my gay anthem. Let me sit on my foot. Let's see if that helps. Michelle, you missed it. Me and Froggy had a I don't even know how long conversation. About hey Nana Kathy. About Star Trek. So feel lucky that you missed that. So why are you being so finicky? Why you gotta be so complicated? Drink. Are you drinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Mel's playing the drinking game. I fought in your general direction. Yes. Yeah. Well, we Froggy and I also were talking about Monty Python and the Holy Grail, if you recall. So I love Star Trek. Oh my gosh, Michelle, you're a Trekkie too? Yay! Bring me a shrubbery. Oh my gosh, we could go on all day, and I would. Trust me, I would. Oh, that's a low blow. That's a low blow. I'm a Trekkie from far back. I am a big fan of the original series Israel, but I'm also a fan of Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, the newer shows that they have. I have been and always will be your friend. Yes, I have that tattooed on me. I have a friend who is dying, and I got a tattoo in, is it memorial of someone if they're not dead?
In honor of me?
In honor of, yes, in honor of my friend, and he's got a great sense of humor and levity about it, and so I have, damn it, Jim, I have that with the two hands pressed up against the glass, doing the Vulcan salute. Old Vulcan proverb. Only Nixon could go to China. Oh my gosh, we're a bunch of nerds. I love it. Of all the souls I've known, his was the most human. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't say that. That boy always makes me cry. I always cry like a little baby. Isn't that right, Rathacon?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of these make me cry though.
Hey Zach, of course, of course. I'm always there. I always got your back. Never fear. Hey Dana, how are you? I loved watching your live. I didn't want to come up on the screen and scare everyone with my Frankenstein face, but look at this. Goes all the way down to my lip. Gone. Yeah. So I was asking everyone if I started vlogging, would people watch it? And it sounds like at least 2 people would watch it, so that's cool. I just think that I don't have that interesting of a life.
I thought you said not that actually have a wife at first.
Oh, Mel thought I said wife. Sorry. Did the pup scratch you? No, the cat did. I woke up. So my cat likes to walk on our faces, and when we sleep, and he started slipping off the bed and scratched me in the process. You know how cats can retract and unretract their claws. Well, that's what he did. So he brought his claws out as he was falling down to try to get a grip, and that was on my face. So I'm hoping that like I turn out like Jason Momoa and I just look really sexy with a scar. But I think I'm just gonna look like I have a cleft lip. So, which is good, could be a sexy scar for some people. Straight on till morning. Let's just put this coffin right on this Genesis planet we did talk about. Oh, Zach. I'm responsible for this. Oh my gosh, Zach, that means so much to me. I'm I'm always here. I always got your back. Never fear. I know Froggy's secret about Scotty. Froggy, would you like to share with the class? I would like you to.
Does Froggy have a belly tattoo on her booty?
No! She can't take anymore, Captain. Mel just said, does Froggy have a Scotty tattoo on her booty? I'm giving her all she's got. I love that. James Toohan took the part in the D-Day invasion and had his middle finger shot off. Really? I did not know that. Old Klingon proverb. Revenge is the dish best served cold. Yes. God, guys, we are such big nerds. I love it.
I should have been playing
Really?
TV shows too.
What?
But I should have been playing TV shows too.
Yeah. You had just been drinking this whole time.
Yeah.
Or we had done movies. Because we were doing Wrath of Khan.
True.
For a good while there. So I'm finishing up this hat for Hat Not Hate. And just sewing in the ends. Actually, I think I sewed in on the ends. So this hat's finished. Yay! Froggy, will you tell your story, please? Yeah, the dog playing with his toy. I touched James Doohan's rear end.
Really?
Yeah, she touched his butt. Yes and no.
Ooh.
So, he was gonna sit down where she was sitting, and he didn't see her, and she was pregnant at the time. So she put up her hands like this and touched his butt, and she ended up getting an autograph. All I can hear is squeak, squeak, but my dog is the same. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's so annoying. He's like, I'll bring my squeaky toy to my place.
It's my fault. It's on the floor.
That's okay. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at anybody. I ain't mad.
Man.
He went to sit on me and I put my hands up and it happened. Also, you were pregnant. So it's not just like, hey, sit on my lap. It's like, I'm super pregnant. You can't sit on a pregnant woman's belly. No matter who you are. Even if you're Jimmy Doohan. That marvelous man. Place. You got placed and you're not placing.
Your son has to eat something off the road today.
Ew. That's gross. I was so embarrassed. He laughed. That is a great story. I would have been like, I'm never washing these hands again. I touched Scotty's butt. But that's me. If I touched Leonard Nimoy's butt, I don't even know what I do.
You chop your hands off and frame them.
I'd chop my hands off and frame them, said Mel, and she's right. I'll never forget it. Good. If you forget it, I will question your memory And
Ezra will just remind you.
and I'll just remind you. Because I will never forget it, and I forget a lot of things. I'd go speechless if I'd met Leonard Nimoy. Same here. I am such a huge, 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 huge Spock fan.
I wish that speechless was something that happened to me.
Mel doesn't go speechless, she goes speechful.
And it's embarrassing.
And it's embarrassing. But it's better because I go speechless. We've met drag queens, like famous drag queens that we know, and I'm just like staring at their beauty, like, oh my gosh, you're so gorgeous, you're so perfect. And I'm like trying to figure out something like funny or witty or anything to say.
And I'm like, what's your workout routine? You look great. What do you do?
I haven't watched him on In Search of.
Did you tell them about the Shark Week thing you watched?
No, I did not. So, DeForest Kelly. I love Bones. Oh my gosh, DeForest Kelly. I would have died to meet him. Oh my gosh. His repertoire. What?
So now you'll have to.
Babe, too soon. Divergent Crystal said, I usually go Mel's way and say dumb shit.
It's a choice.
Yeah, they are gorgeous indeed. I want to be a drag queen. That's my ultimate goal. I really confuse Mel's dad by wanting to transition, but also wanting to be a drag queen. I did not know that about DeForest. I want to make some joke about like DeForest through the trees, but I can't.
I'm drinking for that.
Mel's drinking. My wife has become a drunk because of me. A lush, if you will. Bless you. You sneezy little dog. I almost called you a cat.
His face is so cute.
He does have a cute face. Bless you. Jeez. So I'm using Feels Like Butter.
And it do.
And it do feel like it is. I've never used it before. I've had this. I got this at the Scrap Exchange, which is in Durham, North Carolina, which all of us need to go to. It is awesome. Their yarn prices are awesome. Last time I went, they were a little high, so I told them that they were high, and they're like, okay, we'll talk to our yarn pricer. And but like I got a Feels Like Butter for $250. And it is just awesome. He was the oldest of the actors. I believe it. He kind of looked it. Although Scotty looked older, but he really wasn't. The guy who played Roger Thorpe on The Guiding Light had his first role as a red shirt on Star Trek. Oh, we have a really great magnet on our refrigerator that has like a landing party with like Kirk and Spock and Bones and then a red shirt. And it just points to the red shirt and it's like fail. So that's so funny. Yeah, it is a great price. If you guys haven't been to the Scrap Exchange, I highly suggest it. It's a really great place for crafts and of all kinds. You know what? I probably could get a, I can't get a table saw or a circular saw unless I have like a work station. I just started a dishcloth to have something to do with my hands. Good for you. Yeah, you got to keep those arms moving. It helps those arms be less sore. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true. That's what they told me with my tetanus shot, at least. When they gave me my tetanus shot, I was almost like, will I be able to crochet? Use a jigsaw. So I still need like a workbench or something for a jigsaw. So I have nothing to cut wood with. And as I say that, I want to giggle like a 12-year-old boy. So, honey, if you want to drink for that, you can.
I expect that from you.
You expect that from me? Really, I don't even need a workbench. I just need like 2 of the metal thingies, metal stand thingies. If you were closer, I have a table saw. Damn! Damn those mountains that separate us. And I have driven through those mountains, and they suck.
You didn't say the mountains.
I'm sorry if I hurt the sawhorses. Yes. I don't know what these things are called, Crystal. Don't judge me. I've never made a cat tower before. I've never made anything out of wood before. I'm a wood virgin. Mel drank. She said amen. So now I have the song Feels Like Summer by Weezer stuck in my head because it feels like butter.
That's scratchy for you.
Feels like summer.
I know.
See? See? I told you. If you guys have not heard that song, it's very good. I would highly suggest it. It is a perfect summer song, if you ask me. And I don't think many songs are perfect summer songs because I don't think summer is perfect. I don't like summer. If you do a parody but with feels like butter, you might get free yarn. That's a great idea. Froggy also hates summer. Yay! Oh, that's good. I'll have to contact Lion Brand with my non-copywritten version of Feels Like Summer called Feels Like Butter.
Is anybody doing anything cool this weekend?
Is anyone doing anything cool this weekend? Ask Mel. I am having a friend over, and we haven't seen each other in quite some time. Like what, a year and a half?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Something? Yeah. So it's really great to see him, and he and I have a lot in common regarding our journey. So it's always nice to be able to relate to people, and I don't know, just have friends that you haven't seen in a while, but um, it's like no time has passed. Sleeping in that is quite cool to me. Yes. I got to work this weekend 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
They love your lips.
Good call. Although I do need to put chapstick on. Do you have any chapstick?
They have like the next step.
Can I use that?
Yeah.
Will you make me get up to get it?
If you want it now, yeah.
Okay. Will you bring my vape and the chapstick
When I get up,
when you get up?
you got legs.
I know I got legs, but I've got an audience of people. Tons and tons and tons of people. Also, don't forget to like and share this video if you're not subscribed, which I think all you are, so I'm not gonna even go down that route. Hanging on YouTube and hanging with hubby. I thought I read that, but um I saw Zach's icon and I was like, Zach has a husband? And I was like, since when? I was like, why don't I know anything? But no, I was wrong. So sorry about that. Hanging with hubby, that's Froggy, and Zach has to work 4:30 to 8. And Crystal will be sleeping in, which is quite cool. Okay, now I got all y'all straight. Now I'm not confused anymore. I'll probably be confused in like 0.2 seconds, but I'm not confused right now. You know what I really like doing? I really like having myself on the TV just because it makes the print bigger. Because StreamYard is really small. What? Oh no, I don't have a husband or a wife. I know. I figured, Zach, I figured you would have mentioned someone if you did have someone. Um, wow, my outfit really clashes. Why did none of you tell me that I looked really bad? Whatever. Probably because I don't care.
We tied up the shirts together.
We did tie-dye these shirts together out on our back porch in the midst of COVID because we were looking at things to do inside, or like not inside, but away from people. Your what is worse, Froggy? I forgot what I said.
You were talking about your style? I don't know.
Your outfit? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, tell me who is listening to the song Feels Like Summer. Because I need you to listen to that song so you can see how easy it is to say feels like butter. Green, neon green tank top, camo pants, pink sweater. LOL. You are a fashion icon. I like green and pink together. I just think, yeah, the camo pants. Watermelons, yeah. Yeah, the camo pants. I never know what goes with camo, so I don't wear it. Also, I don't like the way it looks. Sorry, making myself laugh again.
That would be like on a different day every time you make yourself laugh.
Yeah.
We don't want to get too crazy.
We don't want to get too crazy. So I got a vape because every couple of months, forget the red fuzzy socks. Ooh, fuzzy socks. So I'm pretty like matchy matchy on from the waist down. I got black socks and I got black pants. So, oh, hey Granny Square, welcome in.
I just like, I miss that. And then I look up and see your leg in the air.
Yeah, you know how I do.
I love fuzzy socks.
I do love fuzzy socks. It doesn't matter what color they are. Fuzzy socks are always in.
They go with every outfit.
They really do.
Does Froggy have cold feet too?
Froggy, do you have cold feet? Well, Froggy has diabetes, so
Yeah.
probably. But I will let her answer that question. Dress for comfort, not for fashion. That's the way to go. Who's got time for fashion these days? I say as I buy an entire wardrobe of men's clothes. Like men's fashion is not that like men's like the average men's fashion doesn't seem that like forward moving. Does that make sense? It just like it seems like what was popular.
So you mean like it's like basic and doesn't change very fast?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. It's fun to buy you clothes though.
Yeah, it is fun.
Meanwhile, I'm a fashion icon.
Fashion icon. Do 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 do. Can't fashion.
Uh-oh. Did that.
What song were you doing that to?
Me?
Yeah.
I was doing it to the song you were singing.
Before?
Oh, I was just.
Because you're like fashion icon.
I'm just being dramatic.
Okay.
No song, just drama.
No song, just drama. Get that tattooed on me. No song, just drama. Love it. For those of you who are curious, I am halfway done with my vodka tonic, meaning that I'm starting to feel it. The way we pour in this house, is not for wussies. Wussies. If you're not a drinker, that's cool. I drink occasionally. That's cool. If you do anything else, that's cool. I just like watching my hand go, that's cool. Because I watch it twice on the TV. So, having fun over here. Pulled over so I can say, hey y'all, back to the road to the house. Thank you for pulling over to type that. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you are not texting and driving because that is safe and does no one a service. I didn't even have my phone for like 2 hours today because I had a doctor's appointment and or thought I had a doctor's appointment and forgot my phone at home and didn't realize it until I was already at the doctor's office. Um, so I felt like I expected to miss my phone more, but I really didn't. The only thing that I missed was being able to like contact Mel and let her know where I was. So she probably was pretty.
Once I realized that your phone was here, I was less nervous.
Really?
Well, when I thought you had your phone and you weren't responding to me, I was like, oh no, something's gone wrong with the doctor, and you're like in it. Then once I realized your phone was here, I was like, Ezra's running errands. He's out.
I really was just in the waiting room of a urgent care for 45 minutes. 45 to 60 minutes. I can't tell. I don't miss my phone, says Froggy. I rarely go anywhere without hubby. Yep, that makes sense, especially with the driving aspect. You know, I'm not saying anyone should take anyone's license away, but I'm saying that some people, the fact that they can drive, is scary. That's all I'm saying. Okay, Froggy and Michelle, you know Lorna really well. Lorna will not send me her address. She needs to send me her address um, so I can send her uh, a quote for how much shipping will be. So can one of you get Lorna to email me? I would really appreciate that. I also appreciate you guys being here. Just that means a lot to me. Um, I love all of you guys and just like need to get sappy for a minute, not because of alcohol, but because I'm using really soft yarn and it makes me feel extra gushy. Um, but I don't know, does that make sense to you guys? Do you get like emotional when you use hey Candy? Um uh I just am really thankful for you guys being here. I'm really thankful for your support and your love and your witty repartee. I don't know the word. Um, repart. Um, I just really am thankful for um, you guys, and you guys mean a lot to me. So, you guys are my YouTube family, and I just love you so much. Okay, thank you, Froggy. How are you doing tonight, Candy? You got it. You got it, dude. Yeah, if we were doing movie, wait, no, that's TV show, isn't it?
What?
You got it, dude.
Yeah.
That's Full House. I don't know. I never really watched that show. I didn't like it. It was always creepy to me. They were always creepy. The uncles were creepy.
John Stamos is not.
Yeah, he is. Having a hot uncle is creepy. Do you have a hot uncle? On lunch break at work and doing good. Oh, great. I'm glad you're getting some lunch in and, getting some YouTube time in. I'm happy you're here. I finally addressed the envelope to you, and we'll get it out, hopefully before the weekend. So, because I can't just stick it in the mailbox, which is annoying. So I sent it in a document envelope, which is like made of cardboard, so it's a lot sturdier. So I didn't bend it or anything. So. Um, I don't have a hot uncle. See, no one has a hot uncle.
Okay. Yeah, none of my uncles are hot.
Like, I saw a picture of someone saying that um this kid kept on saying his uncle was Superman, and they thought that the kid was exaggerating, and it turns out his uncle was Henry Cavill. That kid has a hot uncle.
Yeah.
But most kids, most people don't have a hot uncle. And I just don't trust hot uncles for some reason. Why are you hot? I don't know why. I'm here nodding my head like you can see me. Well, not away. I'm here drinking on the job, which I hope you're not doing. But I don't control your life, so do what you want. I have a pretty cousin and my mom is pretty. See, that's different. Yeah, having a pretty cousin and having like good looking parents, that's more likely. But having a good looking uncle that's unwed and lives with you,
He married Aunt Becky.
I don't know what happened in Full House. I didn't watch
He
this.
went to the attic and had the twins. Now, Uncle Joey, the completely unrelated comedian in the basement. Questionable.
I don't know what happened on that show, to be honest. I'll be right back. I told you I got my vape. It's purple. I wanted the green one, but they were out of it. So they had like a light green one, but I didn't really like that. I almost got the black one, but I figured that the purple would be pretty. And it's got a really nice like soft touch texture. So it's very soothing to just rub and like have it as a sensory tool. Also, have a long history. I had a long history of smoking and I stopped for a long time. And then when I'm manic, I tend to smoke cigarettes. So when I'm hypomanic, I figured why not vape instead? And then I'm not hypomanic right now. Heads up. I just kind of keep a even keel on that right now. I don't think I'm hypomanic, right? I haven't bought any yarn. So here's something. So I'm going to tell you guys something, and I'm going to need zero judgment.
Ooh, do I know this?
Yeah, you know this. So I so this gets a little dark, gets a little deep, gets a little personal about me. Trigger warning. Um, Suicidal thoughts are involved. So if you don't want to hear this, please turn mute for the next couple minutes, okay? So in February, right?
I don't know what you're about to say, so I can't tell you if you're right or wrong.
So just don't correct me.
Okay.
In February, I was admitted to the ER and the hospital. Well, I was admitted to the hospital due to suicidal thoughts and plans. And I went to the psych ward in the hospital. And I forgot where I was going with this even. Where was I going with this? Oh. I remember. So I was telling them my symptoms of mania and my symptoms of depression because I'm bipolar. I have experienced both. And so that was with a certain hospital system here in Charlotte. And I went back to that hospital system. I went to a primary care provider in Charlotte in that same with that same hospital group and hospital group, and they're like, tell me about your mania and your hypomania and stuff like that. So when my mood's elevated, and I'm telling them I shop a lot, I talk really fast, I do all these things, whatever. And he goes, I have a note here about buying yarn. So literally in my chart, there's something about buying too much yarn. So that's what I was thinking of. It's like, I know I'm not hypomanic because I'm not buying yarn and I'm sticking to my yarn diet. So thank you guys for this TED Talk. And it's amazing what will come back. And I won't say bite you in the butt, but I will say
We burst out laughing.
We burst out laughing. Will come and hilariously, like at a hilarious time in your life. You never know what you say and how it will come back to you. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Literally in my chart, they have when I'm manic or hypomanic, I buy yarn compulsively. So, what are you going to do? Do you guys have any questions about bipolar disorder? If you do, type it in the chat. I'd be happy to answer. Any conceptions you may have about bipolar disorder, any questions, if you know anyone. They have in my chart that I co-host a YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, my therapist has in her chart that I do YouTube. So that's cool. Weird. They should have in your chart, Michelle, that you are a necessary part of a wonderful duo that happens to be on YouTube. That's more accurate than co-hosts on a YouTube channel. My sister is bipolar. She decided she didn't need meds anymore. It's sad. I worked with a friend who depended on me to tell her when she was getting manic. Yes, those are all unfortunately common things with bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder patients are known throughout the psychiatry world for not taking their medicine. I am not one of those people. I take my medicine as much as I can remember. Um, and that's what Mel's for. Mel helps me remember. But I only when I'm manic do I think that I don't need my med.
Ezra takes his med. Manic Ezra does not need that. He fixed.
Yes. I'm like, I'm fixed. I worked as a friend. Yeah, an integral part. She's not just a co-host. She's an integral part of Froggy When a Knitting. Yeah, and having people around you that will tell you, see you later, Candy. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. I hope the rest of your work is fantastic and easygoing and you don't have any crazy customers. Yeah, and having people tell you when you're hypomanic or manic is those types of things, and knowing that people will be honest with you. Sorry about my camera, guys. I don't know what it's all going on. It's probably my foot. But yeah, those are really important. So thank you for being allies in this disease, because it's a doozy.
Riker hears that baby crying outside. Like, my friends.
I will come to you, baby.
Riker, that baby. So cute, you know?
Existing for babies.
Low kissable faces.
God, my face hurts. Yeah, oh yeah, Michelle tells me when I get bitchy.
Esther doesn't appreciate when I do that.
Yeah, yeah, I can't take that. I don't have the constitution to take that. I'm like, cool. So, Froggy, I looked up cat lady box and which sounds dirtier saying it out loud, but that's an expensive subscription box. Everyone knows when I'm bitchy because you can see it on my face. Same here, except I'm kind of always bitchy. So there you go. If we have a partnership where we're honest with each other, that's important. That's a good friend. Everyone needs at least one friend who will say, "You're being a little much."
Who's your one friend you can take it from? Because you can't take it from me. Mara.
Mars cannot tell me I'm being bitchy because Mars is always bitchy.
Do you have a friend you can take it
Red's good at breaking news to me.
from? I have some bad news. You're being a bitch. Yeah, I could see that.
I'll be like, "Is this logical?" He'll be like, "I don't know. Home safe and sound. Great."
I feel like I receive that kind of news pretty well from anybody.
That's because you're not bitchy. You're not a bitch. See, here's the thing. I prefer honesty. I value it highly. I absolutely agree. Tell me, but just not my wife. My wife can't tell me that I'm being an a-hole. That's not a spouse's um, place. Their place is to just love you unconditionally, even when you're being an a-hole. I know I'm wrong. Just shh. Brittany Square, I'm glad you made it home safe and sound, and you are present. We love to have you. We got a bunch of North Carolina peeps in the house. Love that. Oh, is there any status on merch?
No. Tomorrow is her birthday, so I will ask beginning next week.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Happy birthday, neighbor. Well, Cat Lady Box, I was just noticing how it's a little bit pricier, and I couldn't just buy bits and pieces of it like we talked about. So maybe one day, but not right now while I'm on disability. Once I stay on disability, then North Carolina's taking over the yarn world. We do have a lot of people in North Carolina, though. It's crazy. Who would have thought? Zach, are you still here? Zach's not in North Carolina, is he? Where is he?
I thought he was Canadian.
Is Zach Canadian?
Did I make that up?
I don't know. I've had Canadians.
If I know a Zach fact that you don't know, that would be impressive.
Okay. I was like, what? Dancer trying to take Chell's sketty. Zach is in Canada. You're right!
Ew. I thought I remembered that about him.
I totally forgot. Oh, she's pouting because I won't give it to her. Yeah, my dog tries to. Howdy boy. So my friend that's coming over this weekend, he's staying in my yarn room, and so I have to like pull out projects that I'm gonna work on while he's here. Um, but I also have to like make it presentable, and you know how yarn rooms are. Do JL or Riker beg? Not really. Sometimes Riker will, but we try to nip that in the bud pretty quickly because that's a behavior that I find quite annoying.
JL likes more than Riker.
Yeah, JL begs. JL loves so many foods, so many human foods. Time to clean the yarn room. Dogs beg, cats demand.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, my cat, he loves ice cream. He loves he loves frozen treats. He loves anything dairy. He loves lunch meat. He Oh, so JL has a special skill um, that we employ quite often. So when we get lunch meat, JL has the ability to tell when lunch meat has gone bad. And I know this sounds like a skill that like literally every animal or every human should have, right? But like you know when it's like kind of on the edge and you're not quite sure, like JL will be able to tell if it's on the good side or on the bad side.
That's like
Any meat.
he's a skilled child.
So we know if he eats it or if he like smells it and doesn't walk away, then it's good. But if he walks away, then it's not good. Would sit on Craig's lap and peek in the ice cream bowl. When he thought Craig had eaten enough, Charlie would start eating the ice cream. Oh my gosh! That's really cute, but really, really annoying at the same time. He turns his nose up at it. Oh. Do you know the name of Froggy's cat?
No.
Pusheen. Isn't that cute? Pushy demands, begs for everything. Yeah, JL doesn't beg for everything. Frozen things, avocado,
So he is
lunch
a
meat.
child.
What else is he like obsessed with?
He's not scared of cucumbers.
He's not scared of cucumbers, despite what popular videos will have you believe. He doesn't care about them, which is how I know he is not legally mine, because I hate cucumbers. I think they're the grossest foods.
He's legally yours.
He's legally
It's
mine,
not biologically.
biologically. Do we both, or are both of our names on the paper?
Only yours is.
Only mine? Damn it. It's so weird today that they didn't even ask if he had his shots. Right? And I had to fill out paperwork saying that like just saying that like a cat bit me, that I'm its owner, or like who the owner is, and describing the cat.
So were you like, he's a buff tabby?
I just said Tabby.
The sweetest belly I've seen.
I did not. I didn't want him to be too recognizable.
Fair enough.
I didn't want animal control coming up here trying to take my cat. My cat did me too. Yeah. He didn't mean to. He's just a poor kitty. Poor kitty. I kind of don't want to crochet this right now. So instead, I'm going to chill out and talk to you guys. Man, I know I don't talk about this much, but I'm having tremendous under boob sweat. It's tremendous.
That's I think the only time I've heard the word tremendous and other things put together.
Really?
I don't.
From me?
I mean, probably not from you.
Then it's not the only time. You're a liar!
I think it's tremendous as a positive word. But I mean, it is like positive in a quantity sense. Are you an angel?
Hello, welcome in. Happy to have you. I'm just sitting here talking and welcome in, Christina. Get a towel. I just pushed my shirt up underneath. I So for those of you who don't know, I wear a binder pretty much throughout the day, every day. And Craig has tremendous boob sweat too. Awful. Talking about boob sweat, it's real. Yeah. Sorry, Christina. Sorry you had to come in on this. Do you go by Christina? Do you go by Christy? Do you go by Chris? What's your preference? I want to call you what you like to be addressed as. Um, yeah, I just, I was crocheting a hat for Hat Not Hate, making a hat for anti-bullying. It's Lion Brand's initiative to stop bullying. Blue is the color of anti-bullying. So knitters and crocheters will make blue hats, such as this one right here. And you like being called Chris. Okay, awesome. I'm so glad I asked. My sister's name is Christina technically as well, but she goes by Christy. So I always like to ask. Lion Brand does this every year since 2018, although I don't know if they did it last year. And just hats that are blue are sent to schools, and students pledge to stop bullying and play nice with each other. And so that's what I'm making hats for. This is currently my fifth. I finished my fifth hat. I think I'm on my sixth. But I also am in the process of making other things at the same time. So it's a little back and forth, all the time. I am drinking a vodka tonic. I am, let's see, 2/3 of the way done. So that is nice. And I'm just living my fantasy. Usually, I don't believe I've seen your face here before. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Usually I am crocheting or knitting or doing some kind of craft. I do all kinds of crafts here on my channel. The other, was it earlier this week that I was painting chairs?
Yeah, that was Sunday.
Yeah, so earlier this week I was painting chairs and designing them and making them into a family portrait. I am deciding whether or not I want to start vlogging because I do so many lives that I don't know if people would watch me vlog, but it sounds like people would. So that's awesome. And I just got a scratch on my face. This is unrelated to my channel, but I just got a huge scratch on my face from my cat. It was an accident, but that's what it is. And I like to think I have a good sense of humor, and I have created a beautiful blended YouTube family here, and we're happy to have you. We hope you like to stay a while. Put your feet up. relax. I don't know. um, yeah, so I'm super awkward when I don't have anything to do with my hands. So me quitting crocheting right as you come in probably was the worst thing that could have happened to you, and I do apologize for that. Yeah, I'm really selling myself.
Take up your crochet.
No, I don't want to crochet. I might. I want to learn how to. So, can someone tell me how to moss stitch? Because I think I want to try to moss stitch this scarf. I was gonna make something more elaborate. I was gonna make this pattern for my father-in-law, but um, my wife says she doesn't think that he would like it very much. So I'm gonna go with something simpler, something that looks more basic, but is still technically challenging. And um, so I thought that the moss stitch might be nice from what I've seen of it. So, but I don't know how to do it. So I need to figure out how to moss stitch. This is Rustic Romantic or Romantic Rustic. Rustic Romantic by Yarn V. It's a Hobby Lobby yarn, and I'm here in a recliner with my gin and tonic. Yeah, Granny, that's what's up. I'm not a big fan of gin, but I have been able to start drinking it if it comes. I had like a very bougie introduction to gin where I tried it with jam, like jelly, but like jam, and it was so good. It was like with lemonade um, and jam, and it was so good. But otherwise, I've had a hard time with gin because it tastes like pine needles to me. Moss stitch is simple. Okay, well, how do you do it? I'll crochet this in a moss stitch. Oh, I just cracked my neck and it felt amazing. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Single crochet, chain, single crochet, chain. Skipping stitches where chains are. Then single crochet in chain spaces and chain between single crochets. Okay. Does it need to be an even multiple or an odd multiple so then you can. Doesn't matter. Does anybody care? Can I tell you guys a secret? And you promise to keep it? I hate shawls. I just I think they're ugly. I think they're pointless. I know some people their entire livelihood is on them, so I would never ever say this to someone. But man, I just don't like them. Shawls. Shawls. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. So I went to Michael's in Wilmington, no $5 yarn bags. Wah! Oh, I'm sorry. Must be all those UNCW students who started crocheting because they want to be on TikTok. My little sister is at UNCW, by the way. Yeah, I tend to agree. Okay. Okay, so I'm not the only one because it seems like that's like the pinnacle of like crocheting and knitting. And like I'm so happy for everyone who loves them. I'm so happy. But I don't get it. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a dude and I wouldn't wear one. I'm I like to make them. I only wear the asymmetrical ones. Hmm. That okay, I could see that. Hey, my little sister actually wanted to go to UNCW because my parents have a beach house at Carolina Beach. So she wanted to go there. I wanted to get out of Raleigh personally. My phone was acting wonky and had me trying to stream yard as my battery was dying. Oh, that's not good. I know, I know. Work as well as scarves. See, yeah, I don't know why I just like a scarf better. But I've always thought of them as like behind the back instead of like as scarves. So maybe that's why I've had a problem with them. Because I was like behind the back, I guess it's like fancy, but Let me see how long this is. I know you're kidding, Michelle. Now that I like know that your name's Michelle, I never like calling you Shell. I always like calling you Michelle. I don't know why. So I'm gonna try to make it about 6 inches across. Or I'm chaining 6 inches, I should say. I'm using a 5mm hook. Because you know Michelle is my name, lol. Well, yeah, but I mean, I just don't, now it just doesn't feel right to call you Shell. This feels like a really oversimplified granny stitch. Is it? I don't mind either. I like my name. 6 inches, that's what she said. Snaps for you, Froggy. Snaps for you. I'll drink to that. Oh my god, I love my vape. I love my vape. I love my vape. I love my vape. Do, 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 do. I got this flavor that just like tastes like candy. So good. Has anyone had a chance to watch my crochet 101 videos and see how they are? I'm really nervous that I made a mistake in the single crochet one. So I'm really hoping someone will watch it and tell me if I've made a mistake. Okay, so thoughts on the moss stitch. You did very well on your crochet series. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I felt like crochet is harder to teach, so I wanted to um, try to teach it as well as I could. And I figured once people start getting basic stitches, then everything else just builds on that. Okay, so moss stitch. Here are my thoughts. Um, it is very simple, and the single crochet, it's going to take me a year to make a scarf. So I'm not going to do the moss stitch. Granny talked to Andrea and got some thumbs up for you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I think I might do a granny stitch and see how that looks. Moss is simple, works well for dishcloth. When I do it, I use one hook size smaller. You know how it is when you talk to yourself. Yeah, the alcohol doesn't help that. With a granny stitch, do you chain one or do you chain three if you're not turning? You just chain one, right? I always chain one. It's just my preference. Yeah. It's just been a while since I've done it, so I don't quite remember. I don't know why, but like creating like menswear seems so much harder than creating women's wear. Does anyone else find that? Cause my poor typing. Yeah, I totally get that. Luckily, I'm not typing. I'm just speaking. And I'm not great at that. I think this will look nice for a scarf. Yes, it did come through. Thank you for sending that. I'll add that to my phone. I think it'll be a while till we see each other. Find what? I don't know what you're finding. I said something about I find it difficult to more difficult to make men's wear, like men's patterns, than female patterns. I don't know if that is true for you guys or not. I think my brain is whoop. This is such beautiful yarn. I want to make sure I do it justice. Let's see, we're getting all kinds of messages and shit. Oh, Popeye guy is on. Oh, I want to go check out what he's doing. Hey, let's go raid Daniel's house. Let's see each other. It will be a fantastic day no matter when it is. I think men's are more difficult. I don't think they're more difficult. I find them equal. The only problem is there are not enough men's patterns. I agree. Maybe once I start writing patterns. I'm headed to bed. See y'all. Bye, Granny. Okay, let's head to Daniel's and do a Pivy raid on him. So, not that he needs it, but just for fun. You've been in both streams. You're amazing. Okay, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.